I am switching back to different kind of bedding for the birds. This will be easier to manage their cages on the road. It's walnut shell bedding, and they can't make a huge mess of it. They can't reach it in these cages. I had stopped using it because in some of their other cages that they used to have, they could reach down and grab stuff out of it, and you don't want them ingesting it. So, but these cages seem pretty safe. They're deep enough. So I'm going back to walnut shell bedding. It has so many reasons to use it. Number one, it's real easy to keep clean. You just kind of sift through it every day. Number two, it lasts a lot longer. Newspaper gets shredded and soaked and whatever else just through the course of birds living their lives. And this, you change it maybe once every 4 or 5 days, and you obviously don't want to leave wet stuff in there, but it's real easy to just dump it out, and we can throw it in the campfire, we can burn it, so it's easy to dispose of, and you don't have to have stacks of newspapers wherever you are and newsprint all over your hands, and I just don't like using the papers. So I'm going back to this now, and I will show you in a little bit how it works. For right now, I got to open it. A couple of people have said, yeah, I'd like to see how you clean cages. Well, the everyday cleaning goes like this. This is Klinger's cage. I just scrape off anything from the racks or whatever with my barbecue brush. Oh, there's the end of his pepper from last night. I hang it in that for him with millet or whatever. Anyway, I scrape off the chunks. With the blade or the edges of the blade or whatever it takes. I'm doing it one-handed, so it's not so easy. Then, okay, you guys, where'd you hide it? There it is. Then I use my vinegar and water spray, and I spray it down real good. And it sits there for a minute, and then I go over and see girlfriend, who's watching the motorhome. Pete was running the motorhome. He hadn't started it in a while, and since we're planning on leaving later, he thought it'd be a good idea. Anyway, I scrape down girlfriend's. She basically only uses this one corner of the whole cage. She never goes anywhere else. So hers is easy to clean. It's basically that one spot. Give it a spray. Then this is soaked in over here. So I take the wear part of the brush. After the vinegar has softened everything. And then I get the rest of it off. Now about every other week or so I take the cages apart and do everything. But for this is just how I do the daily stuff. Doesn't take too long. I also check their perches and stuff, make sure there's no poop on those. So anyway, that's done. Then while it's still damp, I give it a once over with the paper towel. And that's that. Then girlfriend's has had a couple minutes to soak. So I give hers a scrape. And then a quick once over with the paper towel. I go around this. I just go around this because a lot of dust accumulates. I don't do the backs except on the days that I take them apart. And that is step one. Next step is to pull out the paper. I'm doing it one-handed, so... And my lens cap is getting in the way. A feather. And then I use this brush everything out. I have to put the camera down to do this, so give it a spray. Grab some paper towels and wipe it clean, and I have to put this down to do that. Then I'm balancing the tray here to put the walnut shells on. Get about 5 scoops will fill these trays. That one was only a partial scoop. I spread them, most of it by hand, and then I give it a little shake. And I put it back in the cage, and the cage is done. Everybody's got, not everybody yet. Maxwell still isn't sure what he thinks of his. And there's clingers. On this camera, the dust from him looks terrible on the black. Doesn't look that bad in real life. Well, Flan came out though, so I'm just going to finish up her cage, then do Phoebe's, then all 6 of them will be ready to go in the motorhome. Does that sound good, Phoebe? Or does that sound good, Girlfriend? You watching Dad out there? Yeah, he's loading stuff up. So, time to give my back a break though before I do the last 2, before I finish up hers and do Phoebe. So, you want to come with me? Want to come with me? No? Okay. You don't have to. Alright, here's my chair. Oh yeah. See you in a bit. Sleepy. That's where Sleepy will reside. Cat litter, his chair that he sleeps on. His food and water will be in there. We can't have him out at night because of the birds, because he harasses them. So when we're riding and at night, he's going to be in there. I want to get him a crate for when we're riding, we just haven't done it yet. They've been out here a few hours. Let's get some light. They've been out here a while. Chloe likes to go over to the top of her ladder there and look over the wall and see who's coming in. Girlfriend's hidden in the back. Klinger's sticking with his mirror. His perch fell, but I'm going to leave it down because I don't want him standing on it if it falls again while we're driving. Phoebe, as anticipated, she was upset. I expected she would be. But she's right next to Klinger at home, and the 2 of them hang out together, so I kept them next to each other for her benefit. Not much phases Klinger. Max, yeah, everybody's here. Well, guys, we're on our way out. It's about 7:30. I don't know. These cages are, probably can't see them real well. They're freaking noisy. There's Girlfriend. We got a bunch of wide-eyed birds. Okay. Max, hang on to the side, Max. Hang on to the side, bird. go. The bathroom door I've shut a couple times, but it keeps popping open. We'll have to look at that. Phoebe looks more settled than anybody. Her eyes are all wide. It's a noisy thing. Sounds like we need a muffler, but it's going into the shop Monday, so. Anyway, this is my first time riding in it. I'm riding here so I can keep an eye on all the critters. Boy, it's noisy. These cages, what a racket, huh? Wow. Well, these two guys are glad to be out of their crates in the back. Curly especially, he was shaking like a leaf when we brought him out. He was just shaking like crazy. And he didn't want to come out. He was like unstable on his legs, like he was worried. But these guys did fine, didn't you, girlfriend? You did fine? And Chloe, she was perfect. She were just perfect. Where are you, Chloe? We gotta take that big heavy bell out of there, though, before we go again, huh? The curtains opened a little bit. Yeah, I got a kiss. You coming to see me for a kiss? Yeah, what'd you think of that ride? Where are you? Thank you, Max. What did you think of that ride, huh? What did you think of that? My handsome. Oh, Elliot's calling. Yes, Elliot? What'd you think, Elliot? For a lot of the ride, Elliot and Maxwell were both here next to each other, hanging from the top corner of their cages. Right next to each other, giving each other confidence. Right, Elliot? We're gonna die. Elliot's laughing. Elliot, you're so cute. I gotta feed these guys now. Klinger, he just sat there. He said, just another day in the life. And Phoebe just hung from the front. Okay, guys. It is beautiful here at this church. It is kind of like camping. I'll show you tomorrow. Because we're backed up right to the woods. And what? Oh. Anyway, it is beautiful here. David and Tricia are out fishing. She texted me. She told me where to park and said they're out fishing. Right now we're running on house batteries, but Pete said there is a plug-in. We're 30 watts or amps or volts or something, 30 something. And Pete said there is a plug-in right at the power pole right outside here. So we'll ask him, of course, if we can plug in before we do, but I'm sure it will be okay. So I'm going to go open up my computer, get this edited and uploaded. I am getting the Wi-Fi from the church. It's coming out here, so I have no problem getting it. But even if it wasn't, we brought our hotspot with us, and we still have plenty on the hotspot. So yay! I'll watch some vlogs on my phone so I can use the cellular instead of the hotspot thing. And, you know, watch it in the lowest resolution or whatever, the lowest broadband, so it uses not as much. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you're all having a great weekend, and I will show you around. You know, you've seen the church parking lot before. I've recorded out there many times, but sitting here, you know, there's woods to the back of us and woods to that side. There's woods back in there. It's all woods, so very nice. This thing keeps sliding. It's got strings on it so you can tie it to something. I don't know what. Pete and I are going to have to deal with that tomorrow too, because it's going to make me crazy if it keeps sliding like this. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you all have a great Friday evening. Take care. God bless and good night.